Hi! Oh!
Wild Til 9! Are you ready?
Yep, let's go home. Welcome back to Wild Til 9.
Hello. Oh my God. Buckle up. I'm not allowed to say the F word in the first couple of minutes, but buckle the F up because this episode is absolute chaos.
We gotta let them ease in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we
go
can't
ahead,
just start swearing at them.
I know. It's actually more for the monetization portion of it, but
Or
that's
that
okay.
too. If we don't monetize, there's no show. So
I know, I get it.
let's ease in.
And then we'll never be able to do a Wild Til 9 on the road episode ever again.
You said on the road?
On the road, baby.
The first and last Wild Til 9 on the road. Okay, maybe not. No, hindsight 2020, we learned a lot. But this is going to be the weirdest, most unique, potentially out-of-pocket, random
episode
that nobody asked for, but you're getting.
That you are absolutely getting. And to be honest, like we're recording this portion, like this little bit afterwards, and I cannot tell you a single thing. I know that I talked about my hamster Marshmallow, and I restarted the story about 6 different times. It was the true test of our ability to focus. And how do you think that it went?
I genuinely lost sleep that night thinking about how poorly I did. I did.
I think that I have been rewired over the years to like know how to turn it on, and it's a little psychopathic, and so it's like, you know what I mean? Like when even amidst chaos, I can quote unquote turn it on.
I would agree with you, except for I have a small, because I feel like I'm somewhat responsible for whether or not like some tech is working.
Yeah.
I can't take my head off the fucking is that light supposed to be there? Okay, it's still there. Okay, is that good? Are these people still talking in the middle of the place that's supposed to not be that quiet? All these things, right? Like no matter where we are. Mm-hmm. So I wish that I could be more, psychopathic, but
more present. I mean, there was so much going on. So like not only were we surrounded by, I mean, you can see by the title, we're surrounded by Bull Terriers.
You don't know what the title's going to be.
No, I think we do. I think
it's a small walk into the desert, and there happen to be some creatures that were around.
Right, and just like little cabins, little cottages.
I think no spoilers, but I think the title will probably be something like Finding Dina Her Forever Home.
Yeah.
How would you describe the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes, hour?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no concept of how long we recorded for.
I would say it's us experiencing what I think Lauren's dream is.
Yes.
As far as like what our retirement plan
is
going to hopefully look like.
Yes.
In a podcast.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And so, I mean, how much do you want to intro? Because we definitely introed like what was happening at the ranch while we were physically at the ranch.
I think the most important part is that we were on the road. And it's going to be a different experience.
Yep.
And it's going to feature more Bull Terriers than usual.
New Bull Terriers. New adoptable Bull Terriers who, and this is the one thing that I know that I forgot to say, is that the Cal Paws Rescue and Bull Terrier Rescue Ranch have the ability to help facilitate adoptions cross country, cross state lines,
cross certain country lines,
North America lines. A Bull Terrier just got adopted over to Canada,
Mexico?
and one just went to Utah. I think one has been to Mexico.
Canada, same thing.
Yeah, but basically. So I feel like a lot of the comments that I got after I started posting were just like, "Oh, but I live X, Y, and Z here,
That's
and here."
great. You live in Kansas. Kansas is a great state for a Bull Terrier.
Kansas is a great state for a Bull Terrier.
You said Maine? Maine's really far. Are you sure that's okay?
Also, a ton of the bullies love water.
Big Maine fans.
Big Maine fans.
Big lobster fans.
Big lobster fans.
So if you live in the contiguous, is it contiguous or continuous? I think it's contiguous.
You're right.
Contiguous? Mm-hmm. If you live in the contiguous, doesn't that sound weird?
That's one of those words when I see it in a book, even when I'm reading in my head, I kind of skip it.
Are you trying to say like the continental U.S.?
I'm saying if you live on the side of if you live east of Los Angeles and west of New York, you can definitely get a bully.
Oh, so continental is the word we're looking for.
No,
because
isn't
continental is the U.S. minus Alaska and Hawaii.
I think that's
I
the
know what we're-
contiguous.
Nope, that's the continental. I think. Well, now my whole life.
Come on, let's look.
Contiguous
I know.
definition. Okay, here we go. Contiguous. Sharing a common border or touching. So the 48 contiguous states.
Wait, but now I have to, my whole life is
Ready?
changed. Oh, it is also the continental United States.
Oh no, the continental is correct. But continental is like also a breakfast.
Continental is the area of the United States that is located within the continent of North America.
Well, hold on. Wouldn't that
It
also
includes
be
So
Alaska?
40
48 states
49
are,
out of the
are
50.
contiguous.
There we go.
What?
48 out of the 50 states are contiguous. They share borders they're touching. But Hawaii and Alaska are like, deuces, motherfucker, we're not contiguous with the rest of America.
We're not contiguous with them.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're not touching.
Got it. So if I live in Guam and I want a Bull Terrier,
You can have a Bull Terrier.
if I live in the Virgin Islands,
You can have a Bull Terrier.
if I live in Puerto Rico,
Bull Terrier for you.
if I live in North Korea,
You get a Bull Terrier. Well, you.
Call in, see what
That
happens.
one probably has a little tighter jurisdictions around what can be
we
imported and
we
exported.
don't know.
We don't
Anyway,
know,
point
you
is,
know.
I would love to have a competition, which is who can inconvenience themselves the most to still get a Bull Terrier.
Right. Anyways, we absolutely fell in love with
A few of them.
a few of them. I know
few
they're
of them.
so sweet.
And by the way, just because
I only cried 3 times.
you don't see the one that you fell in love with in our pod.
Well, okay, and so also like there are 2 locations,
Mm-hmm.
and so we obviously were only recording the podcast at one location because Jeremy would have murdered me had I been like, how about we split this this pod into 2 segments at 2 different locations?
I mean, like, I feel like you've already asked me to do this.
So right now in their care, they've got 37 Bull Terriers, and so I think they have 16 of them at the location that we were at, and the rest at the other location, which has a beautiful pool, a lagoon, if you will.
A lagoon.
A lagoon.
We went to the place without the lagoon.
We went to the place without the lagoon.
Lagoonless.
Lagoonless.
Okay.
But I mean, the property is stunning. It's 6 acres. There's so many plans to expand, and
But everything's expensive, and they need help, and they need awareness, and they need people to participate.
right. Exactly.
So all those things.
All of those things, and
Also, if you don't have, the space for Bull Terrier, or it's not the right time, I think you could probably write up, a couple bucks, 10,
I think
1500.
they had their Chewy wish list as well too.
Oh,
I know.
Buy some toys.
I came in heavy with the toys.
No, yeah. Santa came over here and
Yeah.
just like really, really dropped off bags.
I know. Well, and then when we went back, so then we went on Friday
Don't talk about Sparky.
to go shoot.
Don't talk about Sparky.
And then we got to hang with Sparky, who was a crackhead for toys. Sparky loves fetch and to like chase his toys. And Sparky had his little squeaky bone that we brought on Friday. We had to go back on Sunday, and we stopped by again on the way home.
Had to.
And Sparky was still so in love with his bone. He literally like hadn't put it down. He was so excited.
He had it dropped outside of his crate so that someone would grab it and throw it for him. He literally had it in the, hey, I want to just give you this so that you could throw it so I can get you one more time. He was so sweet.
He was so sweet.
Lauren, think about
We're good.
stuff.
We're good. That was literally the most unhelpful tear stopping moment
Nikki
that you've
Phillippi.
ever. Fucking that'll do it. That'll do
And
it.
now
donkey.
she's ready to fight. Anyway, I don't know what I was expecting, but it was better.
It was just. I mean, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, and so like, it's so much good and so much bad. All like. In one, that my body is just doesn't. I was so overwhelmed because like there's so much like, so on one hand, a lot of these Bull Terriers obviously come from like really, really sad stories and situations, neglect and abuse and dog fighting and whatever it might be. And they are rescued, which is like obviously the happy part. And the other happy part is that this sanctuary is like first of its kind type of thing. Like it is so fucking incredible. It is beautiful. It is stunning. It is truly the best case scenario, I feel like, for a dog who gets pulled from a shelter because it can be so awful in the shelter. And I know that so many of the shelters are doing their best with the resources that they have. And it's just the environment that they are, doing their best with and working with.
It's hard enough to keep a couple dogs clean, fed,
Oh my
healthy,
God, right.
in a home that is otherwise not like encumbered by other dogs, right? Like even just keeping one pup healthy.
Totally.
It's difficult. I feel like every time we like turn around, Moose or Dicky have something wrong with them. I'm like, what is wrong with you now?
Moose has a new lump.
Stop.
I'm unwell.
I was like, why did I even allude to the fact something could be wrong?
And Jeremy actually found the lump.
I found the lump. And I even thought to
found the
myself,
lump.
I was like, can I like scalpel this thing out before Lauren even notices?
We have an appointment on Thursday
Of course we do.
to go.
Point is, they're doing their best, and that's hopefully going to be good enough. But if not, then this is a place that's kind of a step up for Bull Terriers. And
Totally.
But this is also not the place that's meant to be their forever home.
Totally.
This is a temporary heaven.
It's a temporary heaven until they get to go to their forever home. And
Exactly.
I think the biggest piece too is that like obviously they are so happy to have dogs there and they bond with them and are heartbroken when not heartbroken. They're so happy for them, but also sad to see them go when they
Yeah.
get adopted because obviously like you form bonds with them. But it makes room for more Bull Terriers that can be rescued out of shelters.
And like 38 is a lot, but it's nowhere near as many as need a home.
Totally. I think I was reading through their websites. They're having an upcoming gala as well too. If you're interested, they're having a fundraising gala. But they have saved over 1,500 Bull Terriers,
Really?
and other dogs. Yeah,
Holy shit.
I know that's so many.
That's a lot.
Their like slogan or little motto is just like one life at a time, and I feel like that's the way that you would have to go about that.
One life at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, enjoy me being an ADD riddled mess. And
Yeah, so when you're looking at Jeremy, just know that through his mind, he's got that math lady meme of equations of podcast recording equipment going through his mind at all times. And I feel like that will help preface the
no one can be
episode.
harder on me than myself. It's fine. Go ahead and watch.
No, Jeremy was pissed after.
I was just like, oh God, so much. I was like exhausted, but like mentally. Anyway, enjoy. I hope you like it. And if you do, let us know. We may do another pod on the road at some point. Hopefully not in the piping hot heat outside.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, let us know so then we can feel better about doing it again.
I
That's
felt
all.
great about it. I had a great time.
We know you felt good about it, and I liked it. I just wanted to do better.
Yeah, no, I know. And also it's hard because like we have such a controlled environment for every other podcast we have ever recorded. And so it was a learning experience for sure. Also just like a huge thank you to the Rescue Ranch and Paws Rescue for having us. They were so incredibly kind. One of their volunteers made me this custom Moose and Diggy tumbler, and it's bejeweled and it is so insanely out of control cute. And they just like were so welcoming. And they are also going to provide us with some incredible B-roll footage of some of the pups that they have. One of their volunteers has a film industry background, and so some of the footage that they've captured
is amazing, by the way.
So amazing.
Yeah.
I literally feel like you always see like photographers will go and donate their time to different shelters, and that makes such a big difference to like see a dog's personality when you can see them, being happy and having a good time and
Pictures worth 1,000 words.
like a quay.
You could, no, not again. Please enjoy. There's links below and in our RSS feed and in our description and all the places that you can go check them out.
And everyone tell Jeremy how great he did and how great the podcast looks and sounds so that we can go on the road again.
Bye, guys. See you next week.
Enjoy.
Oh, no, see you now, and then we'll see you next week.
and then we'll see you next week.
In the fast-paced world of online dating, finding genuine connections can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. You're looking for more, but often end up sifting through surface-level profiles. Enter the change you've been waiting for. Coffee Meets Bagel, where meaningful meets matchmaking. Coffee Meets Bagel understands that you're not just seeking someone, you're seeking the right someone.
Unlike other apps, Coffee Meets Bagel. Also, I'm really stressed about this one because I like to say bagel.
Bagel?
Like, that's how I naturally say it is bagel. Coffee Meets Bagel. But I'm sure that Coffee Meets Bagel.
Thank you.
Coffee Meets Bagel isn't about endless swiping or superficial connections. Their app is designed for those who want to graduate from casual dating scenes. They've curated a space where 91% of users are searching for serious, long-term relationships. The app will even suggest you check out other apps if you aren't looking for something serious. They have your back.
Think of Coffee Meets Bagel as your personal Cupid, minus the diapers. Their algorithm is crafted to present you with quality matches, prioritizing substance over speed. They champion meaningful interactions that lead to real, lasting love. But just don't take our word for it. Thousands of busy professionals have turned to Coffee Meets Bagel for something real. They share their schedules, preferences, even their quirks, and Coffee Meets Bagel provided them with the magic. Curated matches that sparked true romance.
Are you ready to meet someone who truly complements your lifestyle and values? Check out the link in our bio and download Coffee Meets Bagel for free today in your app store and start your journey to genuine love, because you deserve more than just a swipe. Welcome back to Wild Till 9. Today we are on the road and we have a Bull Terrier that is not Moose and Diggy. Oh my goodness.
What was the actual annual, I should say the anniversary of Diggy's adoption day? Was it like 2 days ago?
It was just a couple days ago. So our Diggiversary, our Diggy adoption anniversary was a couple days ago. So we've had Diggy for officially over a year now.
And Jax.
Jax is finding his forever family. And this is our official application for you to adopt Jax.
This is our, it took, how many? 37 Bull Terriers for us to do Wild Till 9 not in the studio?
Yes.
37?
Exactly. Oh, Jax on the equipment.
I gotta be honest, by the way things are going, this might be the last maybe episode of Wild Till 9 because everything will be broken afterwards.
So we are in Whitewater, which is near Palm Springs. Whitewater, which is near Palm Springs today at the Bull Terrier Rescue Ranch. And essentially, I've been dying to come here because there are so many Bull Terriers here and they're all so sweet and they need homes. And I said to Jeremy, I was like, can we make the podcast be in a field of Bull Terriers?
And we're finding that out right now.
And here we are. And here we are live.
Hi, Jax.
Hi, Jax.
I don't know what I was expecting, but you're cute.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, God. What is an audio listener going to think of this?
The audio listener is going to have a great time. Ready? That's for you, audio listeners.
Well, we're going to a big gay wedding.
We are going to a big gay wedding this weekend. And our pre-wedding event is here at the ranch. And we're going to get to meet a few different Bull Terriers today. And we'll see, we'll see how on task and on how topic we can stay while we are in a field of Bull Terriers. Oh, that was spitty. That was very drooly, Jax. That was very drooly.
Welcome back to Wild Till 9. We've had some chaotic episodes before. This will be at another level. This is a tester for us.
Between the two of us, I just don't know if there's a world where we stay on any one singular topic for more than 30 seconds in this episode.
No, but I think this is like the ultimate test of like how ADD am I?
It's the true test. It really is.
And so far, a lot.
It's a lot.
I'm struggling in real time. That's okay.
It's a lot. So Caleb and Cameron are having a big gay wedding tomorrow, and
No, I should say it's a medium gay wedding.
It's actually a very small size wedding, and what an honor to be invited. I'm so excited. The only rules, obviously, I don't want to talk too much about it because they're gonna have a whole wedding video and they're making so much content around it. The only rules were no black and no white, and Jeremy has been struggling through the wardrobe portion of it.
Please, nailed it.
Totally nailed it. I will say the other suits that I've seen that are going to be in attendance are full rainbow glitter sequin. So not to say that you're not going to be the best dressed there, but you're not going to be the best dressed there.
No, I
I'm
won't
so
be the best.
sorry.
But you know what? That's okay. It's not my day.
It's not your day.
I'm gonna save the sequins, the rainbow.
For our wedding?
Exactly.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So obviously you can see behind us, like, this is such a stunning place, and I have been dying to come here. We're gonna have dogs come in and out because I have just proved myself that I cannot hold a singular thought while there's a dog in my hands, especially one that has an egg head.
I've never seen, I think, half as many Bull Terriers in the same place before.
So we went to a Bull Terrier meetup once at the beach, and that would have been like 12 to 14.
Yeah.
Total.
Right.
In one place, and so that's the most amount of Bull Terriers I think I've ever seen in one place.
I mean, aren't there like 3,500, 30,000 in like existence or something?
I don't know. I feel like it's really just not that many. But anyway.
Do we know how many Bull Terriers there are? 37,000?
37 here.
In the world? Yeah. Isn't it like a ridiculously small amount? Yeah.
It's pretty small.
Yeah.
So
got it. Yeah, Diggy's related to half of them.
Diggy's related to half of them.
Or all of them.
But anyways, okay, so now that I feel like I've got more than one brain cell going towards this, we are at the Bull Terrier Rescue Ranch. And there are 37 Bull Terriers that are in the care of the Rescue Ranch right now, split between two locations. And it truly is just like Have you ever been in a dog shelter before?
No. Oh, like a real shelter.
Like a real shelter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like a pound.
Like a pound.
Yeah.
It's genuinely so fucking awful and just like gut wrenching.
Well, it's like Sarah McLachlan in real life.
Essentially.
What's the commercial where they just like make you feel like just
and the in the arms of
yes, that
an
one.
angel.
Does that sound good?
So good, Lauren.
Okay, good.
So good.
Good.
No, but literally, like that's the soundtrack that plays, and everything goes into black and
Mm-hmm.
white immediately. But it's just such a stressful environment. So like imagine being in a pound and being like, come here. This is like rescue heaven.
Well, and how does one go about like reaching out to you guys? Website.
Website, social media.
So we have links we can get.
We have links. Yeah,
Great.
we have all the links.
I feel like people don't really understand what like the Bull Terrier as they should.
I know.
So I feel like half of it's an education thing and half of it's an experience thing.
I feel like I've been changing the Bull Terrier perception, one post at a time.
Well, we actually have a special guest for you. Nikki Philippi is going to come out today, and you guys are going to fight each other.
Whoa.
I asked Lauren in the car, like if her like hate has subsided for Nikki Philippi, and it's a negative on that one.
I'm a grudge holding bitch.
No, I get it. I get it.
I gotta be honest. I gotta be so honest. Also, just like how timely with there being more YouTuber boxing happening this weekend too.
If anything was going to get you out of the out of the living room and into the
boxing ring,
career, it
might be that.
Yeah,
it truly might be that.
So I don't know if we'll ever do another on the road pod again, but this is a good one to start with. I would say
this is a great one, and if this is the only one that we ever do, then I love and appreciate you for all of the hard work that you put into getting all of this equipment into Palm Springs.
We'll see if it ends up working.
I know. Hopefully, we're like, okay, can we get a full episode at the ranch, or are we just gonna be a little segment? So TBD. I'm sure you'll be experiencing this in real time as we are as well too.
Yeah, this might be like a bonus episode for the first time. Like, hey, like we'll do another
Wait, here's
episode.
a Thursday upload.
Yeah. This is gonna be a bonus for the non-Patreon users.
Oh my god. Also, I think that I maybe just learned that we have two small standard
What do you mean?
Bull Terriers.
What do you mean?
So the mini Bull Terrier, we just learned, has little legs. And I feel like we see this all
That's
the
the
time.
scientific difference. Little legs.
Little legs.
Okay.
Small. SMOL
That's Diggy.
legs.
Diggy's
And that's
got little
Diggy.
legs.
So I think maybe Diggy is mini, and then Bubby's ish medium Bull Terrier.
A medium Bull Terrier?
Yeah, a medium Bull Terrier.
We could make an Uber eating.
Yeah, it's the super scientific, the medium Bull Terrier.
It's the medium Bull Terrier.
It's the Schmeedy Bull Terrier. But I feel like we see on social media all the time, like, we're like, oh my god, this Bull Terrier is so small.
Yeah.
Like, mini.
Like a little baby.
Like a little tiny baby. They look so tiny.
I don't think I realized how small ours are until I see the big ones.
Well,
And,
these are, yeah, have you ever met a standard?
Yeah, I'm a standard.
They're a thick boys.
Yeah, they're thick.
When a full-size Bull Terrier slams into you in a zoomie,
No, yeah, I felt that earlier.
it's like you brace for impact.
Yeah.
You brace for impact for sure. Because even like Moose and Diggy being 35, 40 pounds, like, it's a brace for impact moment.
I know we say this all the time, but can you imagine a world where we hadn't got Diggy?
No.
No, same.
Literally no,
Like
never.
it's crazy how much your life changes with just one little addition,
I
one little
cannot
bundle of joy.
tell you how like real it feels to parent dogs.
Yeah.
It feels like training.
Well, it just feels like training for like the real world.
It feels like training for a real baby.
In fact, there should be a prerequisite. You should have to keep either a
Yeah,
cat or a dog
yes.
alive for
Not
a certain
even a
amount
cat.
of
Not
years.
even a cat. A cat is too independent.
Oh,
That
okay.
doesn't count.
Okay.
I'm
got
not
it.
saying that a cat is not a pet that you can't love. I want to be very clear. The cat people are coming for me in the comments as we speak. I'm just saying that dogs require more help than cats. Like you hear when people go on vacation and they
Leave their cat for 3 days?
Cat for 3 days, and they're like, oh yeah, ration your food. Moose and Diggy would slam through that shit in seconds.
Yeah, no, like I don't think there's any dogs that have the ability to
Ration their
right,
food.
right.
No, even like sometimes when I go to someone's house who has a dog that like has that ability to leave food in the bowl, and I'm like, in what world? Because it's not
Never.
our house.
Is it? But maybe it's a Bull Terrier thing as well.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I haven't met a Bull Terrier who doesn't love food.
Love food, like
You're
obsessed with
so
food.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it is a Bull Terrier thing. So anyway, today is very exciting. We also, so Diggy Eats Just Food for Dogs, who has been incredible. We work with them as well too. And they sent us to the ranch with so many treats. I did a massive home goods haul. So yesterday I spent almost the entire day. So the day started because the Christmas shit at Home Goods is out. Like, if you're ready to buy your holiday stuff,
You're behind.
Now is the time. Now is the time. I know
it's
Halloween.
out.
It's out.
Oh.
In full force.
I learned about your day yesterday from all of the Instagrams you have
Yeah.
of all of the shopping carts full of shit that I don't know where you're going to put.
It's, yeah. Is it gone? Is it gone?
It's gone. I feel like you're becoming more and more of like a holiday person as you age.
I love a fucking knick-knack. That's the problem, is I love a knick-knack.
We have no space for knickknacks.
I love a knick-knack, though. Here's the thing, is that if I am going to put myself through Vlogmas hell of vlogging every single day, you better bet that our house is going to be cute as shit.
Are you going to tell them about your Vlogmas tattoo you're going to do?
For
on your
3 months.
This year?
No, we're not going to Vlogmas tattoo. Someone said that because I did do a video, Amateur Artist Episode 2 is learning how to tattoo, we could do, maybe there's a world where I could find someone who would want to volunteer for me to give them a Vlogmas tattoo, and that could be the intro for Vlogmas this year.
One lucky fan.
I just feel like there's too much liability in that, and although I'm sure there are people who would be down, we're not. I just don't.
Never say never.
I just don't.
Come on.
I just don't know if.
It could be. I'll do it. You can do it. You can tap me.
No, I don't. I know.
Can you imagine to like live and look at your art for the rest of your life?
Right? I know. And honestly, literally love seeing Mia's Hello Kitty tattoo so much in the world. It healed so well.
With the wonky eye?
I'm so happy with it, with this one little wonky eye.
I mean, if you only had like one part that was a little wonky, that's not so bad.
It's so special. I just feel like in 10 years, listen, Vlogmas may be a thing in 10 years, but I don't really know.
I think eventually it can sleep.
It'll
sleep.
It'll die.
You know, it's nice to miss something.
Yeah, you know what? Exactly. And so I just don't want someone to have to look at their Vlogmas tattoo that's like done not super well and be like, I fucked up here. This was a bad call.
Should we get another pup?
I think we should get another pup.
We should get another pup.
Can we have another pup? Sparky! Sparky! Hi! Oh!
Oh, Sparky's fast.
Sparky's fast! The way that our dogs, when I see Bull Terriers like Sparky, I'm like, God damn, our dogs are unathletic.
No, it's just like, I look at him like, is that the same breed? Really?
Sparky, Sparky, do you want a toy? Oh, what's this? Oh my goodness. Wait, do you want to pick a toy? Sparky, look at all the toys.
Yeah.
They're kind of destructible. Wow,
good.
peeing and playing.
Wow.
Excellent multitasking. Wow, Sparky. I'm so sorry to the people of the Valley. I bought every single Nerf toy from every single Home Goods. Because, look it, Sparky deserves it. Sparky deserves it, okay?
I feel like you're gonna have to do at least 10 more Vlogmases for us to be able to afford
for
38 Bull
Sparky?
Terriers one day. Is this our retirement plan?
Oh!
We seem to you love no toys this much.
Literally, I'm like, will we ever have a dog that will fetch something and bring it back? Like, there's sometimes where Moose will fetch and bring it back once or twice.
I think this is like, you know, like when you like take your kids to the same place and just watch them exist and just see how like either weird ours are.
Yeah, exactly, right. You really get to see a comparison of all the different personalities. You didn't have a dog growing up?
None.
You had cat.
Cat. I had cat.
You had cat.
I had cat.
You had cat. I had I had so many beta fish.
You would be a beta fish owner.
Greg is allergic.
Is he though?
Greg is allergic. Right. But I did grow up next to.
Wow.
Oh my God. Wow, Sparky! I did grow up next to a full-size Bull Terrier, and that's how I got introduced to the breed, just overall in general.
I don't think I knew him besides like Mark Jacobs, like Neville. Wow.
Wow!
Sparky's fast.
Sparky's so fast. Wow, Sparky! Crash incoming, I was gonna say. Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Sparky is so fast.
And athletic.
Oh my God, our dogs are so unathletic.
Good boy.
Wow.
Give me this.
Wow. Oh my God, baby's having the best day ever.
Give me this. Give me this.
So we had beta fish, and my dad was allergic. Greg was allergic. And we had a hamster. I had a hamster named Marshmallow. Wow, playing and peeing
Great
all the
pee.
same time. Such good multitasking.
Wow, so much pee.
That's so nice, Sparky.
Just sit-
Sparky. Sparky. Had a marshmallow named Hamster. had a hamster named.
Wait, had a what?
Had a
Marshmallow named Hamster?
No, had a marshmallow named Hamster.
Okay.
And wow, good.
It's not that I don't like cats. I grew up with them and they were like, they didn't like bring me the same joy that dogs do.
I mean, again, they're just so independent.
Yeah. You know what it is? They didn't need me. And I like things that need me.
Yeah, no. I want to be needed. I also want to be cuddled. And I just feel like most cats
I'm gonna just pause exactly what I'm saying right now before the camera.
Between Taylor Swift and cats, it's like you want to exterminate half of the world.
And there's a lot of crossover between the cat people and the Taylor Swift people, if we're being so honest. And I have so many friends that love both.
Liar, 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 liar.
Was that spit? What just went flying?
Who knows? Could have been me.
It could have been you.
Could have been you. Could have been me.
Okay, for the fourth time, I'm gonna get through this. I have a marshmallow named Hamster. And he...
What?
Another P.
Marshmallow named Hamster?
I have a hamster named Marshmallow. I'm saying it on purpose at this point. And he was enough fur that my dad said that it was too much fur for him to be allergic to. And it's like, it wasn't the fur.
Don't blame Greg.
It was the dander. No, this is fully a Greg problem of my lack of dog in my childhood. And I think to heal that childhood wound, you come here. You come here.
Yeah, so you're looking at basically our retirement plan, if things go well.
If I just keep doing Vlogmas every single year, we can afford to build
38 more.
38 more of these.
Yeah.
For every Bull Terrier that needs help in the world.
I think we need maybe a little more than 38.
Sparky. No, this time's 38 is what
Sparky,
I mean.
If you just come over and play right here with that.
No, Sparky is having the time of his life over there. It's so crazy too, because just like so many of the Bull Terriers here have such like designer colors that people will pay so much money for.
It's true.
And I could cry.
Well, I feel like that's half the reason that I feel like they like really pretty dogs get just left places because the owner wants a very specific look and doesn't care about how the actual like breed and dog is.
Okay, on the topic of designer dogs, I had the craziest thing happen to me yesterday.
Oh my God.
So I'm at my second Home Goods. Again, I spent the entire day yesterday going from Home Goods to Home Goods looking for this specific gingerbread house pillow. Was unsuccessful in finding, but found so much great Christmas decor. Again, the Home Goods shit for Christmas is out and it is in its prime. So here's your tip, your PSA, Christmas is starting. I'm so sorry to the Halloween witchy people who,
We're not, that's not us.
What?
That's not us.
I'm not a Halloween witchy people. I'm just not.
No,
I'm just not.
It's not us.
It's not us. I'm not a spooky girl.
But then again, we don't usually decorate for Christmas. Outside the house. Outside the house.
Oh yeah. It's kind of expensive. We also just have 2 stories and like, if we were to try and do that,
I'd fall for
that's
it.
a liability
I'd fall
waiting to happen.
for sure.
So yesterday in Home Goods, there is, usually Home Goods are dog friendly, and so you can bring your dog there. Yeah. Oh. But like on a leash, like you can bring your well-behaved dog to a Home Goods.
Arguably anywhere outside of your own yard probably should be on a leash.
Yeah, you should be on a leash, totally. And there's this like designer ass Frenchie. This dog was probably $10,000. It was like Merle with bright blue eyes. It had like this studded collar on. Had a collar on, but had no leash on. So this dog was just like running around rogue with his owner. Owner nowhere inside. I was like, oh my God, where is this like rogue Frenchie? Like where is your mom? Where is your dad? This dog is completely unleashed, doing its thing.
Looking just expensive.
Looking just expensive as fuck. And so the guy is like, Pablo, come on, whatever. I'm like, okay,
Pablo,
that's Pablo. Yeah, there's Pablo, great. There's Pablo's dad. And I'm looking at Pablo, and Pablo goes, and throws up on the ground of Home Goods. And I'm just like, oh, Pablo, oh no, Pablo. The guy goes, Pablo, why did you do that? Why did you do that, Pablo? Leaves it, doesn't clean it up. I make eye contact with the guy, because I'm like, this guy knows that I just saw him and his dog yak on the ground and not do anything about it. He's just like ushering the dog away from it. It's like a pile of dog barf. And then he turns to me after seeing that I just watched his dog yak.
You're the only one that could like narc on him.
I'm the only one who could narc on him. I could totally be a narc. And he goes, beautiful baby, come help me pick out a sweater for Pablo.
I love the audacity, the boldness.
Never in my life have I been called beautiful baby.
Should I start calling you beautiful baby?
And I was like, there's no world where this man is talking to me. Like, there's just no world. After I watch his dog throw up and he leaves it unleashed, like in this Home Goods, there's no world this man is talking to me. And so I keep walking. I don't make eye contact to even check to see if he's talking to me. Keep walking. And then he says to Pablo, he's like, Pablo, she ignored us.
I wish I had that level of just, one, no fucks, bold.
The confidence that the men of Home Goods have, the confidence
the men
that
of Home Goods?
The men,
that sounds like a Reddit forum.
Unleashed men, dog-having men of Home Goods.
At least it wasn't good off leash either.
I've seen jokes that you like go look for a wife at Home Goods because that's where girls go to just like live their life.
It's true. I mean, like he might have been doing that.
He was trying to find Pablo a mom.
Right, and
I heard him chatting up a girl in the dog, because I was there to get dog toys, obviously. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, I can't even go to this aisle until Pablo and his dad are gone from here.
Don't bring Pablo into this.
No, honestly, I would love to know what Pablo's been through, because his life probably is quite interesting.
Right.
Being at the side of his dad. Anyways, I was listening to him chat up some other girl, and I was like, I'm just so glad that he found a new beautiful baby.
Oddly enough,
it wasn't me.
although we've got all the Bull Terriers in the world here, our two are at a new place this weekend. And Lauren's been checking the live stream camera.
They have a live stream camera.
Is that like a normal thing or is that like a city thing? That feels like a Los Angeles, New York thing.
Do you think it's... No, I feel like bigger places are starting to do that now.
Well, yeah, bigger places.
Yeah.
But like,
I also feel like, too, for their own insurance, it's probably better that things
100%.
are recorded and liable and, like, you can watch what's happening. But then you get me, who's kind of abusing it. I'm probably hogging the whole network because I just have the live stream going.
Can you imagine if they were like, hey, by the way, like we noticed there's a lot of
traffic.
If they like
coming
made,
from...
if they made it a profile,
Yeah.
because it's open to anybody, right? We
Yeah.
technically could just give it out.
Yeah,
We're not going
technically.
to.
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we just have set it up at home because we're used to having 19 different camera angles of all the things the
Right.
dogs do.
We actually offered Jeremy's tech services
Yeah.
to the daycare because I do think that our cameras are of better quality.
Sparky's so
Sparky!
fucking cute.
Sparky! Babe, you want to see who can throw a bone farther?
Yeah, sure.
Here we go. Ready? Oh, three bones at the same time?
Ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Oh! Oh no! What are you gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Wait,
He was just looking for the other one.
Yeah, wait.
Oh my god, that was so cute. Yeah, Sparky! There's a bull terrier named Sparky who is so famous in I think
Canada,
he lives
right?
in Spain.
Oh, Spain,
I think
yeah.
he lives in Spain, and he also is white and so adorable.
Can you imagine if someone actually watched this podcast and adopts a dog?
That's all I want. That's literally all I want. If someone doesn't come and adopt, I think we're meeting Dina next. Who, if Dina doesn't go home with my assistant Kate, then Dina will be up for adoption.
No. Dina's already taken.
Dina may be spoken for.
Yeah.
But she's spoken for. But no, it's seriously all I want. Please come meet a Bull Terrier if you're looking to adopt one. It's all I want. It's literally all I want. Sparky, you're so cute. Sparky has great ears.
Great ears.
Sparky has great ears.
Oh.
Oh.
This show is sponsored by Betterhelp. Picture this, it's late at night and you're lying in bed staring at the ceiling. Why? Because your brain decided to remind you of everything in your life that is currently causing you stress. And even though you know rest is what you need, your mind thinks the opposite. We just love when that happens,
Oh,
right, Lauren?
it's my absolute favorite.
It's becoming my absolute favorite as well.
It's my absolute favorite. It's just like I try and close my eyes and all I see are my problems. And your problems, and Moose's problems, and Diggy's problems. And it is exhausting when it feels like my brain is constantly getting in the way of me doing what is good for me, like simply sleeping.
Right. It could be like starting a healthier routine, focusing on work, or just trying to relax. But there's this gap between knowing it and doing it. This internal struggle is human, universal, but you don't have to navigate it alone. Therapy isn't about fixing you because you're not broken. It's understanding what's holding you back.
Imagine having someone in your corner who's trained to help you uncover these roadblocks, offering tools to clear them, and supporting you as you learn to work for yourself instead of against yourself. That's what I've gotten from therapy, and it has changed my life.
If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. BetterHelp connects you with licensed counselors tailored to your needs, all from the comfort of your home through your phone or computer. It's professional counseling within reach, making your journey of self-improvement accessible, convenient, and affordable.
You deserve to bridge the gap between your well-being and your worries. Let therapy with BetterHelp be the catalyst for change, because when your mind is clear, you're free to move towards the life you aspire to. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge.
Make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/WT9 today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/WT9.
When did you know that you wanted a dog?
The day I came out of the womb.
Okay, when did you know as an adult?
I put together, I'm not kidding. So my dad, the whole thing, again, like Marshmallow, the hamster, literally fucking 3 inches long, was too much fur, too much dander for my dad. It went to my Nana and Papa, who gave Marshmallow literally the best life that a hamster could ever have.
You described Marshmallow's life to me with your grandparents as like he had...
This hamster had free reign of our entire basement. I'm not kidding. Like they literally refitted the basement so that like he couldn't get into like specific areas.
Right.
He had free reign, like nap on the couch, have dinner on the couch, like whatever he wanted to do. And then he had like his whole little like hamster palace.
I mean, not that like, every pet needs to be the same, but like as long as you've got the space for, a hamster
Yeah.
heaven in your basement, might be a substitute.
Then
Not for me, but.
Not for me either.
Yeah.
But for my Nana and Papa, thriving.
And by the way, so when you said I have a hamster, it's either going to go into the next, like what were the options? Was it like, was it like a temporary installment where like they're going to have them for like a little bit and see how it goes, or like?
Oh, my Nana and Papa?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think I got to be part of that conversation at that age.
Okay.
And now replaying that, I'm so glad that it did work out the way that it did, because we also did lose, my Nana and Papa lost Marshmallow in the couch
Okay.
for like a week. It was, Marshmallow literally lived inside the couch, like somehow whittled his way into the arm and was like on the interior. So they would just leave food outside of the couch, being like, hey, well, he'll have to come out eventually
right.
for food. And he just came out. He
Can
just
you
like
imagine-
had a little excursion.
Like being like the like football loving dad, and like that's the only TV that like plays football, but you couldn't sit on it for a
You
week or
can't sit
so.
on it. Yeah,
Right.
the couch. Yeah, exactly. Because
Right.
Marshmallow is stuck.
Now
in
that
the
I think about
couch.
it, I think dogs might be the least self-sustainable dog or animal, like because a hamster can live by itself for a long time.
Yes.
Cats for sure.
Yes.
But we've just made dogs. We've bred them to be so
They used to be
dependent.
hunters and live
Right.
in packs, and
Right.
now they get belly rubs. They get
That's okay.
dental treatments.
I feel like it's honestly it's sad, but like it's like one of the only parts of our life that is completely like there's no like purpose for it outside of just like love.
Just
It just
love.
needs to be like it's like the plant that just it looks nice and
sometimes it doesn't even smell nice.
it never smells nice.
Rarely smells nice.
I mean, I feel like people come over that don't like the donut Bull Terriers and they're like, is the face like the face is supposed to look like that?
Okay, so anyway, to answer your question,
Yes.
not even to tangent off your question, I even put together. So I like did all this research as I don't know, I was maybe like 10
So
at
did you
the
like go to the
time.
public library?
I think we had dial-up.
Shit, it must be nice.
At the time.
At 10?
Yeah, because I was playing like Habbo Hotel.
Right. With,
You ever play Habbo?
With
Were you HC Club?
with full-grown adults like chatting
Oh,
back to you?
for sure. I don't know who the fuck I was talking to then. Don't know who I was talking to. So I think I had dial-up. Anyway, I like did a bunch of research and I was like, okay, a Wheaton Terrier is the dog that we can have with Dad's allergies.
I wish that we had a display so I could see what a Wheaton Terrier is.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah?
It's like definitely nowhere close to a Bull Terrier.
Okay.
But it definitely is like a pretty cute dog. But I was like, this is the most hypoallergenic dog that we can do. Sparky's in his house right now squeaking his toy, and it's so adorable. I'm so happy for Sparky. It was a no. It was a no for my parents, and we did not.
I
That
was-
yeah.
I wanted a West Highland White Terrier.
A Westie?
Yeah, a Westie, because it was like small.
In my mind, that's a Caesar dog
Caesar dog.
from the Caesar dog food commercial.
What?
What?
Don't let me.
What?
You know.
You're in the wrong. Yeah. Okay. I just want. Yeah. I like unanimously. You're in
But
the
by the
wrong
way,
here.
like, I just wanted. I wanted to
The
see.
Caesar dog commercial.
I want to see the Caesar dog commercial.
It's adorable.
How many commercials are you watching these days?
No. The Caesar dog commercial is always a Westie.
Got it.
Is always a Westie.
I can't wait to watch it. Anyway, I just thought it was like a small dog with big dog energy, and I was like, this is the perfect mix.
Do they
for me.
have big dog energy? I don't get that from Westies.
Okay, rude. Anyway, I think they can.
Listen, maybe some of them do. Maybe some of them do. I don't
Okay, well, sound off below if you have a Westie.
know. Yeah, please let us know. Please send us a photo. Please send us videos.
So okay,
photos.
age what? 10?
Age 10. That was when I put together the pitch for a Wheatie. I got denied. And so
Did you resubmit?
I did not resubmit.
Okay.
And then we went through years and years of having beta fish, which
Wha-
did not really satisfy.
But what was the reaction of like your parents when you told them like I'm gonna get a dog? Like did they go, oh my god, that's so exciting?
Well, so I didn't get a dog until I moved to LA, because obviously being a university student, I know some people like live in cities and like have living situations where that can work for them. That would not have worked for me. But when I moved to LA, I was like, I'm only going to get busier. Like if my career goes in the trajectory that I would like it to and I
Right.
get more successful, I'm only gonna get busier.
Right.
And so like right now might be the least busiest time in my life to raise a puppy. And
I'm hearing a little bit of girl math come into play here.
this feels like girl math.
This feels like girl math.
This feels like you got a white bug on you. I love outdoor pods. How fun.
This will be the last outdoor pod that we
Jeremy's
ever do.
never going outside of the studio ever again with me.
We can bring dogs inside for sure. This is it.
This is it.
You know that I mean nature's just not my
Nature
It's
is
fine.
not. Jeremy likes to look at nature from the indoors.
from the air conditioning.
So in my building, there was a mini bull terrier named Johnny Cash. who
Johnny
lived there.
Cash?
Johnny Cash, who's so
Okay,
cute.
you've had more adjacency to Bull Terriers than anybody I know. Like it makes sense that
No,
you
no,
got one.
I think that I just noticed them more. Like maybe you had them in your life and you just didn't give them the time and the love that they need.
The first Bull Terrier I ever saw was Moose's face sticking out of that crate.
Really?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
I think definitely growing up next to one, that was like very specific.
Yeah.
His name was Buster and he was adorable. He was full size. And because I didn't have a dog on Bring Your Pet to School Day, my neighbor was so nice and brought Buster to school with me so that I could have a dog and participate in the show and tell.
The fact that like there's adults that'll make that much time for like a little kid.
I think about that now and I'm like, that was so fucking nice. Her name was Loretta. She was
and you turned
so
out to be
nice.
such a fucking delight because of it.
And I turned out to be a Bull Terrier loving fucking delight. Loretta was so nice. Buster was adorable. He was a little smelly. And I remember lifting
is it the
him.
breed thing?
I don't know.
Okay.
I remember lifting him onto the desk though in class and I was like, oh, Buster, thick boy.
Buster thick. Buster
big boy. Because
Wait,
he was standard.
Were all the dogs there the same day?
No. Everyone had their own day.
Got it.
Everyone had their own day.
Yeah,
So I could schedule my day. My
Did you have
borrowed dog day.
Did you do like your mom or dad would come in and say what they do for like work too?
Yeah, I think we did do that.
Yeah. I feel like that's
I
like a
think we
standard.
did,
Like
yeah, that's a
that and
standard
Flat's
thing.
family go hand in hand in America. I don't know about Canada.
No, it's so crazy. I got so many messages about Canadians who did Flat Stanley.
So just not you?
Just not me.
I think you okay. Yeah. Okay.
This feels like a thing that I need to fulfill at some point in my life is have a Flat Stanley.
Okay. We could do like a Bull Terrier version of it.
A flat
Yeah.
Diggo?
A flat bully.
A flat bully?
Yeah.
I love that.
I think you would like be down for any idea that involved Bull Terriers.
I'm sort of also the mascot for our city, St. Catherine's like junior B hockey team is also a Bull Terrier.
Yeah, see, you were meant to have a Bull Terrier.
I
me,
think
this
so
is
too.
like this was like conception
That's
level.
crazy.
Yeah.
Also, ice dogs, Rockford,
This is gonna be so niche. The Ice Hogs.
the ice hogs, ice dogs, ice hogs.
The hockey team. Yeah.
The hockey team.
Yeah, but like aren't you, but yours is like not like
It was
a
like
feeder program.
it was like the junior B team that would go.
I don't know why I asked. I don't understand this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
anyways.
understand hockey
Yeah,
dynamics at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
But so when you told your parents you're gonna get a Bull Terrier, how did that go?
They had met Johnny Cash in the elevator at my building, and they were
Oh,
like,
they met Johnny Cash.
oh shit. I was like, Johnny Cash is so, like, Johnny Cash at some point had sold them as well too on the breed. And I remember being so nervous to like pitch this to my parents because
Yeah.
it doesn't even have to really be a pitch because like I would have been
I'm
how
so
old
glad
at
that you
that
struggle
point?
with this too, because the last time I think I got nervous to tell my mom
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
was when
yeah.
I was like, I may have got a dog.
exactly. Because like it's not like they could have said no. I'm paying for my own life. I live in a different country
Right.
across the continent. But I remember waiting for the disapproval from my parents, and it didn't come.
Really?
It didn't come. I think I also know my parents enough where I had already prepped all the answers to the questions that I knew that they were gonna have for me.
I can't remember how I like laid it up to my mom, but I
Yeah.
definitely didn't give her the whole truth. That's for sure. I was like, yeah, we make money, keep him.
Oh, you were like, oh, he showed up on a rainy night on our doorstep, and how could we not let him in the house?
Yes, this all white 8-week old husky.
Husky.
Yeah, named Olaf. Yeah, I can't remember.
Conveniently.
But like I
So
remember
crazy.
my mom was like more warm to the idea than I thought.
Yeah, same.
Well, I feel like it was like very you know, like when parents don't have dogs, they like dogs.
Yeah.
So it's like they can kind of borrow your dog a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
A little
yeah.
bit.
But even though they don't live in the same city, though, like I'm
Yeah.
still shocked that they weren't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
More like apprehensive.
What do you think your life would be like if you didn't have a dog?
Awful.
Okay. Elaborate.
Literally just awful. Like no source of happiness.
We would have nothing to talk about.
We would literally have nothing in common.
They keep us onto a schedule that is both like practical but also very space for loving. Like when Diggy sits there in a C, and I don't know how else to describe it because his body
The
becomes a C.
perfect way to describe it is when you think of how Eeyore sits. That's exactly how Diggy sits. That's exactly how Diggy sits.
Okay, so yeah, that.
In the Eeyore sit.
And he just like has this look of like his head is too heavy for his body, so you just kind of just go like sit there and like you hold his head up for a little bit.
Yeah, it's heavy.
It
Big
is.
brain.
Lots of folds.
So many folds.
No, I get it.
So many folds.
I know.
He's just a thick, happy boy.
I know.
He's just a thick, happy boy. And then there was no world where I anticipated getting a second dog. Like I was always
Yeah.
like a 1-to-1 ratio because like eventually I'll have a child and then it'll be like 1 dog, 1 kid, 2 adults, 2 to 2. Like this
You were
is
big
gonna
on
be
the
great.
like the symmetry
The ratio.
there.
Yeah, the ratio feels good.
Right.
But I like because sometimes I see moms walking 2 dogs and a kid and I'm like, ooh, that does look like a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that
That's
looks like a lot.
Well, I just like at any point in time one has a problem, the other 2 really become a problem.
Even when the dogs shit at the same time, I'm like, oh my God, this is just pure chaos. This is absolute pure chaos because my arms are outstretched because obviously they don't want to poo next to each other.
Right.
Because that's just never how it happens.
Well, and they also kind of wander when they poo.
And then I'm like, please, no one step in their own poop. They're at the end of their leash. I'm like, can we just like, it's chaos. It's pure chaos.
Yeah. I don't have much to say to that.
Jeremy didn't really tell his like story.
She didn't ask.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, tell your story.
Well, you gotta intro him into
Like,
it.
literally didn't ask.
Okay, so outside of Marshmallow and my beta fish and my Wheaton Terrier pitch and my Bull Terriers, when did you know that you wanted a dog? Like, what was the selling point?
I always wanted a dog. Well, I feel like because I lived in an apartment with my mom, and it wasn't really realistic for us to have a dog that we would be able to give a decent life to.
Totally.
But I would go to my friend's house, and they would have dogs. I'm like, these are objectively better than cats. It's not that I didn't enjoy my cat. I did. I just felt like there was a little bit more of a relationship with the dogs.
Right.
And so I kind of wanted that.
Yeah.
And so the moment I got my own.
I just want to just bring attention to the cat slander is not coming from me for once, and I just want to make sure that everyone.
I
heard
enjoy
that.
my cats. I liked my cats a lot. Nearly loved. But there just wasn't like the relationship that you have with a dog.
No, it's just different. Like everyone always says that like you love your cat and your cat is like, yeah, you're my roommate, but like dogs love, like they're just like here to love you.
I also think there's a better way to prepare yourself for being less selfish than having to take care of a thing that is like
Dependent
very
on you?
but not even like dependent, but also cluelessly dependent.
Cluelessly dependent and hopelessly dependent.
Like can't remind you that they're in need of you.
Yeah.
Like you have to remember and do every day.
Moose has at some point just like smacked the shit into the water bowl, being like, "What's up?"
I mean, I feel like every
What's
night he
up?
just like looks at you, just like
Yeah, just like
you understand how time works, right?
right. It
Idiot.
is 6:03, and I'm supposed to be fed right now. And Sweet Ziggy would wait until the end of time.
I also think that like dogs make me, generally speaking, a better person.
100% agree for you, for sure.
Yeah. On that note, let's bring on our next dog.
Oh.
You'll get Dina.
Hi, Dina. Oh!
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, bud.
Hey, Dina.
Dina, Dina,
Come here.
Dina,
Oh, he's being so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dina.
She's excited.
Yeah.
Which dish? Which dish? Which dish?
She gives me Diggy energy.
Yeah, she does have Diggy energy for sure. The floppy ears, so cute. Hi, 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 hi.
The coat is so soft.
No, you're so sweet.
Oh.
We talked about this a little bit at the beginning, but I feel like I was too overwhelmed with just like surroundings. But all of these little cottages are individual, so it's their own space. It's air conditioned because obviously we're in California and it gets hot.
We're in the
summer.
desert.
We're in the desert. But they just have so much space. They also have a pool here for the pups, which our dogs would literally be like, can someone please adopt me so I don't have to go near this water?
But that's the thing, like, I feel like to do this right,
Yeah.
you have to have
Acreage.
incredible resources.
Yeah.
And I mean, the fact that they all have like their individual space is important because I feel like most of the dogs probably aren't as used to, socializing with other dogs. But to be able to have individual little locations in the desert that are air conditioned.
No, I've literally never seen a rescue
No, I've
that
never.
is in this format. Gina is like, hey guys, can I get on my
I'd
microphone?
love to get on the
I
mic
know.
real quick.
Some of the dogs, there was a bully who just got adopted to Canada. One just went to Idaho, so you don't even have to be a California local if there's a pup that you want more information on. I'm just out here campaigning.
I know, I can tell.
I'm here rallying for Dina to find a new home and some of the other pups because
Well, not that like getting a dog fixes problems by any means. However, I think you and I have talked about it so
getting a
many
dog
times.
fixes all of your problems.
No, not always true. But I feel like the amount of times I feel like we're like so appreciative that whatever like the dog brings into our life
Oh my God, yeah.
makes it so much better.
A
Like I don't
dog-
know how we'd recreate what like our happiest moments with our pups.
No, I truly, I also think that like before having a dog, I don't think that I think there's a specific kind of unconditional love that you have and experience when you have a dependent, like an actual newborn baby. But I also think there's a different kind of unconditional love that you learn by having a dog that
Yeah.
is not the same as having a human or a friend or a family member that you love or a significant other. It's just different.
Well, I also think there's probably a lot of joy that from a human baby as well.
No, totally. I'm just saying
we
it's just
don't
different
know what
kinds. I'm
that's
not
like.
saying one is higher than the other.
I think you are.
I'm just saying, I don't have a newborn to compare it to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I just think about how there was like a new type of love that was like unlocked
Right.
for me when I brought Moose into my life, and then when we got Diggy.
Yeah, I literally think to myself, like when I'm like trying to figure out like what I want to do better in the future, I'm always like, how can I find a way to make more time for these little eggs?
Meatballs.
Eggy meatballs.
Our little
Eggy meatballs.
eggy meatballs.
Meaty egg balls.
Meaty egg balls.
So I'm just like staring at Dean over there. She's
I
so
know,
cute.
she's so cute.
This is probably the ultimate test for my ADD, having like all these cute dogs running around. Because also just like I want like you have to be aware of them because
Yeah.
you know you don't know like where like how they're. This is the best conditions you could possibly have, but it's like
Right.
there's a lot of new things going on.
Oh my God, no, totally. And so a lot of these dogs get pulled from shelters as well too to get them out of that environment. And so
Yeah.
they go from shelter to here, which is obviously a 10 billion times better scenario than being in
Dita doesn't
the
like
town.
water.
Dita-
You see, she put one.
Did she
She
put one
put
paw
one
and
paw
she
and she goes.
lifted
It's just like our dogs. That was so cute.
Moose and Diggy
Yeah.
are a no-go on
Yeah,
water.
no go on water. No go on water
An
at all.
absolute no-go on
I wonder
water.
what it makes like. I feel like the more unique a dog looks, the more it like attracts people who want just the look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes that does not bode well for good parents. I don't know.
It's true. Well, when some people, it's like, listen, Pablo's dad is probably a lovely man.
I love a Pablo Cowblack.
But the parenting that Pablo was exhibiting, it was very clear that it was like, I bought a designer dog to bring to Home Goods to go find a beautiful baby wife.
To be fair,
And listen,
not a bad.
I wish Pablo the best on his journey of finding a beautiful baby wife. It is not going to be me.
Right. Well,
You know what? I've never been in a scenario where I get to be like, no, bitch.
was that the time? Did you have a ring on?
Well, I thought about it afterwards. I was like, maybe that was the time where, because like, I feel like
Should I have got a bigger ring?
sometimes this is just a ring pop.
Oh, great.
Sorry, I cannot be Pablo's mom.
Okay. That's adorable.
Is that like really douchebaggy though?
Douchebaggy?
Yeah.
It was whatever. I mean, I also like.
It just feels like the nicest way to let someone down, like if you weren't attracted to them. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, no, sorry.
I don't think you need to be. I think it's just probably.
thank you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not interested in
No,
that. Uh-huh.
thank you.
I'm not interested in also being put into the pretty baby girl box.
Yeah, no, beautiful baby.
Beautiful baby.
Pretty girl. Who the fuck's who?
That's also the time we have for today. Oh. Okay, I feel like also all the dogs that we had, or at least probably gonna make it into the footage, are gonna be really, really excitable and exciting, and they're gonna be all over the
Oh my
place.
God, yeah.
So not to give the wrong impression, there are some chill ones as well.
And also too, like I think that even Moose and Dee, although I post so many photos of them just like sleeping and slumbering,
Yeah.
like they have zoomies and
Yeah.
they have their crazy moments. Like, will they ever run as fast as Sparky? No, like that's not in their DNA.
They just don't know how to do it yet.
They just
He got
they're
little
just-
legs.
It's just not. It's not happening for our dogs. But for the most part, like I think when a dog is well exercised
Yeah.
to like their maintenance level and they're in their forever home. So obviously, like you're seeing a lot of these dogs having like the highlight of their day, and they're very excited. There's so many new people here. We've got cameras, and I brought toys, and there's treats and everything. So obviously, the dogs that you're gonna see footage of right now are like kind of nuts. They're adorable and
So
so
cute.
sweet and so
Yeah.
cute. But we just wanted to just put that out there for the viewers that
But-
maybe.
Yeah, but also like I think there's like a stigma around a lot of different breeds, and Bull Terriers
God,
kind of
yeah.
get it, and
Bull Terriers totally get it.
So I think it's also like, if you're going to especially like adopt and rescue a Bull
Yeah.
Terrier, I feel like you have to be willing to not only be a great parent, but also be a great advocate
Mm-hmm.
for the breed.
I think also too, in raising Moose since he was a puppy and having a dog that had zero training, and was kind of like a dog that was kind of like a rescue situation.
Yeah.
I feel like seeing both sides of that spectrum is like there's a lot of work involved. Like you are really committing to providing a healthy, safe home
Yep.
for a new dog, regardless of whether it's a puppy or it's a rescue.
Well, I also think that like the word rescue, because in ours it's like wasn't like there was some like dire circumstance.
Yeah.
There was some issues like the family just needed to do a better job of being able to be available to the dogs that they could keep.
Right.
Diggy wasn't one of them. And also it's like at any point in time you're like taking a living thing
Yeah.
and putting it into another environment, like whether it's a really dire situation or not, like that's that dog's life. So I think it's kind of always a rescue
Yeah.
to a degree.
Yeah, that's a good
Except
point.
unless you're shopping for $6,000 designer dogs.
Pablo.
Yeah,
We're looking at you,
three
Pablo.
cycles in advance.
And Pablo, I'm sure you have a great life.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have a totally great life.
And also for the people that have had a bad experience or have a weird or negative or sad bias because of like a legitimate reason.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Live your truth.
There are a lot of things that I don't like for no good reason besides the fact that I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be told.
Mushrooms?
They're disgusting. Objectively, anyone who likes them is eating dirt. But like,
how I feel about
this
beef
isn't going to
sprouts.
be for everybody, but for people that it is, It's just so sweet.
Thank you so much to Jeremy for bringing Wild Till 9 on the road. This will be the first and last.
It will only be worth it if one pup gets a chance to find a family for
If
forever.
one pup.
No. Kate doesn't count. That's one for sure, and then she'll get another one. So okay, so 3 pups have to. Kidding.
If one pup gets rescued, you can request anywhere that you want us to do the next pod on the road, Wild Til 9 on the road. And
Hold on.
Jeremy,
Hold on.
And Jeremy will facilitate and make TSJ.
Okay, to be fair,
TSJ will execute
if someone does really provide
a home.
a happy home for a pup,
Yeah.
or makes a sizable enough donation to one,
Yeah.
I would make it happen. I would.
We're going.
I don't know about. Actually, no. That Lafayette's getting one regardless.
Yeah, right,
But
yeah, exactly,
I would
exactly.
take it on the road if it meant that one pup would get a forever family. Not you, Kate.
Wild Til 9 on the
you don't
road.
count.
Wild Til 9
You
on
don't
the
count.
road.
Aw. Will there be some links below?
Yeah, so
Check
we will
out.
leave links below, specifically for all the pups you saw today to learn more, and where you can reach out to the Bull Terrier Rescue Ranch, and also donation links
Yeah.
and their Amazon list, and all of the things. Okay, Dina,
Is
you
it
want to say
nonprofit?
goodbye? Yeah.
Nonprofit. So be tax deductible if they made a donation. Oh, man, amazing. So if come tax time, come Christmas time, you're looking to take a little bit off the books, guys, a great tax deductible donation so that these pups can either find their forever home or have a healthy home while they're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been
Okay,
good to
say
hang out.
bye, Dina.
You say bye,
goodbye,
Tillies.
goodbye.
It's been another week
Say
of Wild Till 9.
goodbye.
We'll see you next week.
Say
Goodbye. Bye.
goodbye.
Wait. Bye.
Say goodbye.
Bye. Yeah.